All of my colleagues are principled people who would rather be doing just about anything else, as you bore witness to, than making fundraising calls, attending fundraising breakfasts, lunches, dinners, you name it. I don't believe that any member of this body is unduly influenced by the contributions that are made. Members came to Congress, some perhaps with a bit of idealism, strong leadership skills, and a desire to represent their districts in the best way possible. In short, they came here to make a difference. However, in this age of multi-million-dollar congressional campaigns, even the most dedicated member has no choice but to spend a great deal of his time or her time fundraising. Unfortunately, there is and will remain the perception that contributions mean influence. Mr. Davis raised the point, no one wants to see this go tilted in one direction or the other. That's why the effort to make sure that we have bipartisan support. No one wants to see this tilted one way or the other. We want to see fair elections and open elections. That's why the system is completely voluntary, so that if one chooses, as Mr. Lundgren had suggested, not to participate in that, it stands the Buckley-Valero test. This legislation stands that test. It has been vetted, and it stands that test for the very arguments that were presented by my colleagues. But it also provides the opportunity for people to participate, not in a frivolous manner, because you have to meet thresholds, and you have to make sure that you're raising the money first and foremost back in your own state, reacquainting members more often than not with what goes on back in their own districts, serving the people we were sent to serve here by. And that's an issue that oftentimes gets overlooked. And if you're spending more time in district, raising your money there, and not here in Washington, D.C. within the Beltway, then aren't we creating, in many respects, a more representative, a more republic, democratic society? And I believe that that's the core of this legislation and why it's so important. In my home state of Connecticut, we addressed these problems. The inordinate amount of time spent fundraising was unfair, and the public perceptions of pay to play and the runaway cost of campaigns were the main reason why the state of Connecticut implemented a public financing system. On the second witness panel, you'll hear from Jeff Garfield, the Executive Director of the Connecticut State Elections Enforcement Commission, who will testify about the success of Connecticut's system. 75% of the candidates for the General Assembly participated in the program. 81% of those are now serving in Connecticut's General Assembly. Arizona and Maine, as you'll hear from Shelley, have similar systems which have largely been successful. Such systems allow candidates to spend more time with their constituents, more time, frankly, with their families, and less time, as I believe all of you have acknowledged, in the pursuit of money through fundraising. This has to be good for the country. It has to be good for people individually. It will provide members an opportunity, well, perhaps to get to know one another as well as the issues that we're debating as well.